Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Ranch Talk Live. I'm Mike.
I'm Erin.
And this is Our Wyoming Life. I love watching, so I sit here and watch the chat as it's happening before the live stream starts.
Yeah.
There was people here, I want to say like an hour and a half before the live stream starts, just chatting away. But one of the cool things that I've noticed is that every 2 weeks, it's kind of like all these old friends getting together and just like catching up.
Yeah.
On what's going on, and people have never met each other. They only know each other through here, and they, I think it's really cool, and I do appreciate you guys doing that. Plus, you give me something to read, so thank you very much. Welcome back. It's been for me, it's been a horrific week, but it's been 2 weeks since we've been here.
Yeah, you've had a long week.
I've had a very long.
It kind of affected the whole family. This last week did, so we're kind of back in the swing of things.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. This morning was the first morning that I woke up that I wasn't in pain.
Do you want to tell everybody, just in case they've missed it?
In case you've missed this whole drama. So, what was it, last Friday?
Yeah.
I woke up, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Miserable, like somebody had kicked me in the mouth. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I had a little bit of a tinge, like, before I went to bed, like, you get that, your tooth hurts a little bit, but maybe you have something stuck in there, whatever else it might be.
Should have got up and flossed.
Yeah. So wake up at 1 o'clock, horrible, just dying of pain. Yeah. And went out and fed, of course. That morning, not right away. I laid in bed and moaned and groaned, for hours. Then I went and fed. While I was out feeding, Erin called our local dentist, and he got me in really quick. It didn't do a damn thing. I mean, poked my teeth for a little bit and then said, okay, well, you've got an abscess or an infection of some sort, so we're going to put you on penicillin, and then you're going to have to go to this other dentist in a month, is what I was told. And I was like, holy crap, I can't deal with this for a month. So I'm going to get to the point here. We're going to wrap this up.
We'll get to that super chat.
Yeah, and thank you, Tyler. So anyway, long story short, Dr. Stowe, who was the doctor that he referred me to, actually called me on Monday and said, hey, I can get you in today if you want to come in.
You tried to call Friday. No one was in the office Friday.
Right.
You called them Monday and told them you at this point had a lot of swelling.
Yeah, it was way swollen. So yeah, we skipped the podcast. We skipped the Sunday video because that would have been just horrible.
We were digging through the medicine cabinet for prescription pain meds.
Anything I could get my hands on.
It was a rough weekend, and Motrin every 6 hours. Old stuff we could find in the medicine cabinet.
Anything.
Yeah, the penicillin. I had to get an app on my phone to like keep track of all the medicine because I couldn't keep track of it, and you were like worthless.
Yeah, I am worthless.
So yeah, it was.
So long story short, Dr. Stowe did a root canal on Monday on the tooth, which was the different tooth than what we thought it was.
Yeah, that tooth's still messed up.
Yeah. So he did a root canal, and then it took me until now to kind of recover back from that. So I still have
different antibiotics.
Yeah, it's been a mess. But anyway,
you are better. I mean, like.
I did the Tuesday video, which I can tell you, like, I love you guys because that was actually if I could have skipped, I could have skipped it. I could have said I'm not doing it, but it was tough. Like I was in a lot of pain throughout the entire thing. Yeah. I did still have stuff to do, and just like I said in the video that, I'm still out working every day. So even though I was in pain, or high as a kite, I'm still out doing something. So not as much as I usually do. I can't lie, but I still had to go out and feed cows. I still had to take care of pigs. Still had to do all the normal stuff. So Tuesday was just a continuation of what I was doing anyway.
You were considerably better immediately after the root canal on Monday, though. Like, once even the numbness came out, like, you were much, much better. But still some in pain from that infection.
So anyway, long story short, tooth things suck. Oh, that reminds me. Dang it, I forgot. Got an email. I haven't told you about this yet.
Let's do our super chat.
Okay, let's do our super chats. Tyler, $20 super chat. Way the heck up here. Thank you, Tyler. I've got a package on the way to you, by the way. I don't know if it's gone out yet, but I do have a Patreon package for Tyler going out.
Patreon stuff hasn't gone out. Website stuff went. If you'd order something on our website, though, that went out on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did a big old website.
Tuesday.
The whole tooth thing did throw us all off, so it screwed up the entire week. But we did do a bunch of packaging, and we're going to have to do a video about packaging stuff that we sell on the website, because we don't have a shipping department. It's me and Erin with crap spread all throughout the house. We've got printers down at one end of the house. We're printing out invoices on that side. We're running them down here. Packaging boxes, trying to figure out what goes in what, how to package what in what.
This tooth thing also screwed up the attic finishing project, because you haven't been able to work on that for a whole week.
Yeah.
We had another
one. I'm sorry. From Ralph Woodard, Colorado Springs. A little scratch to help with the feed. Thank you very much. I like Colorado Springs. You ever been down there?
No.
No. I spent some time at the base down there. Anyway, so yeah, doing a video about packaging for the internet would be crazy, because it's and then we've got kids trying to help.
Yeah, Lincoln
so
helps.
Lincoln's trying to help, and we're packaging. We're doing the glasses, we're doing the mugs, we're doing hats, and we're trying to figure out what goes into what size box, and then weighing boxes and getting it all ready for shipping.
Packed on Tuesday.
Totally something that's out of my comfort zone.
We packed on Tuesday all the glasses, and got it all boxed up and stuff. The last of the jerky went out. Jerky sold out. But so the house gets cleaned on Monday, so we'd vacuum Monday. But we have so when we get Amazon packages, we steal the little bubble packs. What are those called? Bubble pillows?
Oh,
or
those
whatever.
little pillow-looking things.
Yeah. So Lincoln stole the big roll of it, right? So we're recycling these and using them in our packaging, right? Because why not just use them instead of throwing them away? So he's dragging this big trail of them around, and they get a little static electricity, and the house had just been vacuumed and covered in dog and cat hair.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to freshen up. So we desperately need to get the attic finished. But with the toothache situation, we lost a whole week, because I can't do drywall by myself. And I really had to take care of you.
Somebody did, because I couldn't do it. I honestly, I would just fall asleep. The stupid drugs, man, I would just be like, I'm done, and I would just pass out. And then I'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and rip roaring ready to go.
No.
Well, I mean, not ready to go do anything, but awake, I guess I should say. And just now what am I going to do? I'm gonna watch, Star Trek or something. I don't know.
Not to keep going on about the stew thing, but you couldn't eat anything.
I couldn't eat anything.
So I made pudding and soup, but you were like, I'm hungry. You had eggs every day. You were tired of eggs.
It was horrible. Horrible. Okay, moving right along. These are our new hats. We just got these in
a few weeks
ago, but we just finally got around to getting packaging and stuff for them. They are available on the website, but we're giving away 2 of them tonight. All you have to do is comment. I don't care what you say. Well, I do, but say something
and Matt's
nice.
Gonna pick.
And then, at the end of the live stream, Matt is going to pick out 2 of our comments, and
you're going to
win a hat. You're going to get your choice, because we have 2 different hats. We have a regular style ball cap. These are embroidered. These actually came out really nice. I was kind of surprised.
Well, they're both embroidered.
I know they're both embroidered. I'm going to get to the other one here. I'm going to talk about this one. I'm doing my Vanna White. Is it Vanna White that shows? No, Vanna White's the letters lady. Is there a W? Okay. So this is the Our Wyoming Life baseball cap, embroidered.
With mesh lining. With
mesh lining. So you big sweaty nugget. And then a trucker hat. One of these foam trucker hats with mesh.
They're both adjustable in size.
Yeah. So we're going to give those away at the end of the live stream. All you have to do is comment, and we'll get those to you. We're also going to answer questions. I know you wouldn't ever guess that with all of our rambling, but we are going to answer questions. So if you do have a question for us, feel free to throw it up, and we will get them answered as we can. There are a lot of questions that come up, so we don't get to answer every single one, but
I did see somebody just waiting on your sticker. Stickers will probably go out tomorrow. They're packaged. We just haven't made it to the post office.
I was gonna go to the post office today, and your mom picked up kids, so I had no reason to go to town.
Yeah.
So
sorry about that. Yeah, we're trying to be better.
Winter does slow down a little bit, so it gives us a chance to catch up. But
your sticker will be on the way tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. All right, so yeah, those hats are. If you don't win tonight, they're available on the website. I think they're $14, 15 bucks a piece, something like that. And then hopefully, and I'm not sure how it's going to work now that we get closer to Christmas, we can get stuff to you by Christmas if you do order relatively quickly. Really?
I
I
don't know
don't
when.
know.
I don't know when the. I don't know when the post office deadline is. We're not fancy. We don't ship UPS or anything, although that would be much easier.
We should
sometimes,
ship
I
UPS because
swear.
he's here every day.
Yeah, Marvin could just pick stuff up. Yeah, I don't think the shipping. Did anybody know when the last day to ship post office is to receive by Christmas?
Well, it probably matters where you're at.
Oh, probably.
If
I
you're
don't
in
know.
if you're in Barrow, Alaska, it takes a lot longer for stuff to get there than it does.
Well,
if you're
but
in
Amazon
Chicago.
always says like order by this date, guaranteed. But they have Prime.
Amazon's special. All right, but anyway, yeah, I am feeling better. We've got a video coming out on Sunday. I wouldn't say I don't know if I'm at 100%, but I do feel a lot better. So
Yeah.
nothing. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Was the email that I got?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got this email.
This is what you've been like since being on pain meds, just like
all over the place.
no context, just changes subjects, get mad at me when I don't understand what you're talking about. Anyhow, you got an email.
I got an email from a gal who is a dental technician, and her husband ranches, right?
Mhm.
So they watch the channel, and she may even be here. But she was telling me about the toothache thing and how much it hurts, which you didn't have to tell me. But she said, tell Erin that it hurts worse than childbirth.
Why is our computer not plugged in?
Our computer's not plugged in.
I don't think it hurts worse than childbirth. I'm going to disagree with that.
You're going to disagree?
I'm going to disagree with it hurting more. Hey, that power strip's not plugged in. Turned on.
There we go. Look at that professionalism there, folks. All right. We get the 10% battery warning. We aren't going to make it. All right.
That power strip, that light has to be on.
Yeah. Smarter than your average bear. Have we even answered a question yet?
No.
Otis asked, how many antelope were taken off the ranch this year? 48 antelope were taken off the ranch.
I did answer a question about a sticker.
Oh, yeah, you did answer that one. Good on you.
We can't drink at the same time. There's awkward silence.
Okay, Judy asked if I wear a black hat during the winter and a white hat in the summer. I do. The black hat is a felt hat, keeps my head a little bit warmer. And in the summertime, I wear a straw hat, which is a white hat, because I've never bought a black straw hat. I don't even know if I've ever seen them. I know you can get them, but I don't think I've ever seen one. So.
That would just be hot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Jackie wants to know when brake checking is.
That's a darn good question.
Maybe Sunday or Monday. Did you call Kyle today?
I did talk to Kyle today, and I didn't talk to you about this because we've been going round and round. Kyle double booked himself on Sunday and Monday for doing bangs vaccinations, so we're hoping for Thursday.
Dang, it was supposed to be nice on Monday.
It's supposed to be nice Thursday too, so which is good. So.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Miguel, for the $2 super chat. How many cows do you usually get when they're born, and what do you have now? Well, we usually get one calf per cow, and right now there's about 150 some odd cows.
You stumped us.
Yeah.
I'm checking the weather for Thursday because I don't believe you.
Would you? We can worry about this later. You don't have to worry about it right now. Doesn't matter. We're not going to preg check right now.
49.
Mm-hmm.
It's acceptable.
Acceptable. Thank you, Justin, for the $5 super chat. I've been catching up on your clips. Is learning a lot to be successful. I don't know about being successful, but thank you. One thing I always like to tell people is that, I mean, what we do is what we do here. We're not, I'm not claiming to be a teacher or anything like that. We do what works for us. And, you know, that's why I have to say a lot, like we work with what we have.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I get a lot of, well, you should buy a bale processor, or you should.
Oh, here's a question
do
that
all kinds of stuff like that.
right into that. Ellie wants to know, when you were doing seed starting, do you use grow lights, and if so, what kind? I do, but I don't buy expensive grow lights. I just use fluorescent bulbs, just fluorescent lights from the hardware store. Mike's wired them up together, and put them on a plug-in, and I just use daylight bulbs.
And it works.
Yeah, they work just fine. You need to change them every other year, but just regular daylight fluorescent bulbs. You don't have to buy fancy grow lights.
If we do, and I'm kind of thinking if we do, Susan asked about preg checking. If we do preg check on Thursday, maybe we'll live stream some of that.
That's my video day. How am I going to make my video?
Take the place of your video, then we'll just bump it up. So, Might work.
Somebody asked what the design is on my cup. It's Mackenzie's handprints from when she was in preschool.
Yeah. Fancy.
It's like my biggest coffee cup, and I'm freezing. We have winter farmers market on Saturday, and so I washed vegetables today, and it was gorgeous in the high tunnels, like 80 degrees. Crops look great. But then I have to wash, and when you pick, it's like the whole high tunnel, inside high tunnel is just full of condensation, and so the wind was blowing today. So the worst thing, have you experienced this? When the wind blows and the plastic moves, it rains on you.
Oh yeah.
But it's cold rain, and it like drips down my shirt all the time. And so you get wet, and just, the plants are wet and stuff, and then you go outside and it's only 37 degrees outside, and I do wash in the shop, which is heated, but it's just cold. I'm cold.
All right, so on the agenda for tonight is mail call, obviously, and we're going to give away these hats for you. We have a ton of mail call for some reason.
So much stuff.
So what I'm thinking about doing is breaking it up into 2 different segments.
Okay, let's answer a few more questions.
Okay, we'll do that later. Hopefully. The carrot cake has been a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of this lately, especially, I guess, maybe holidays. Lots of people baking.
No, someone's here.
No.
Someone just knocked on the door.
Did somebody just knock on the door?
I swear somebody just knocked on the door.
We'll put up a do
I'll
not
go
disturb
check.
sign. Well, we were talking about carrot cake. That's your thing, but that's okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a question here that I can answer without Erin. Actually, I want to talk about a couple friends of mine that are actually down in Florida this week, and I got a text saying, "Can you give us a shout out in Florida?" Which I can't do. Sorry. But they said it's cold in Florida. I was like, it's cold in Florida. Somebody at the door?
Just Amazon.
Oh. Cold in Florida. They're cold in Florida.
Man, cold.
And speaking of, Erin can't warm up, and you probably wish you were in Florida.
Amazon stuff's here.
Okay. Should invite the Amazon guy in.
It's not Marvin. It's not our usual UPS driver, because Marvin does a different route with Christmas.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, we were talking about how cold it is in Florida, and
not
you're
cold.
freezing.
It's been not horribly cold, but windy. We've had a few days of wind.
Yeah, the wind's been bad.
Yeah. What did it gust yesterday? 40.
45 was the high gust, I think, yesterday.
High tunnels are doing great, though. That different kind of plastic that we got, it's doing awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect. It works. As long as it stays on, I'm happy.
Well, yeah, it's staying on.
Yeah.
It's doing really good.
The new plastic is that thicker woven plastic that we don't have to worry about blowing off every year.
Let's hope.
So we can hope. Now everybody's talking about the weather. Look what you got.
All right. Did you answer any questions while I was gone, or you just talked about the weather?
We just talked about the weather. Do you guys sell cowboy hats? Actually, we don't. Stetson does, though. They'd be happy to sell you one.
Here's an interesting question from Tyler. I know y'all ultrasound to fact check. Have you thought about blood testing the cattle instead of ultrasound? I know there is much cheaper to send the samples off than it is to have ultrasound.
Well, one nice thing about ultrasound is that it's done. You know, we can run all the cows through at once. We can check them. They're pregnant. They're not. They're sorted off right at that moment. The ones that aren't pregnant can be sorted off. We can decide what to do with them. You know, I can see if we blood tested, you know, obviously then you have to bring them all back in again. You have to sort them all off again.
Does the vet draw blood, or could you draw blood?
I'm sure I could draw blood, but
Heart checking's fast though. Like Kyle's done it for the last few years, and I help Kyle up front. And if a cow is behaving, we can have her in and out of the chute in like 90 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they blow right through. So. T-shirts. Quinn asked about T-shirts. You can buy T-shirts on Amazon and through Teespring, and pretty much get them in any size you need. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the size is. There kids ones?
On Amazon, there's kids size.
Yeah, and I don't know what size they go up to. And we don't get to pick.
No, I mean Amazon. We put our design on, and then they kind of run with it. So.
Cade, why don't you preg check early? Because we can't get the vet to commit and not double book.
It's
been
been
be honest about that.
Well,
or he can't get Kyle calls back. So, it's been a. Last year was November. Going through the puberty right now.
You okay?
Last year was November, and we're like, oh, it's so late. Now it's like Christmas time, and we're preg checking. It's gonna get done though.
Yeah, exactly. Judy asked how you go about adopting a cow. You can actually do that on our Patreon page. I've got a couple people right now that have already adopted cows, and it's just a monthly deal. You can do it for as long as you want. I think it's $50 a month to adopt a cow, which seems like a lot, but you do get good stuff out of that. As we go along through the year with that cow, you get pictures of your cow. When we preg check, you'll get the status of if she's pregnant or not.
If she's not pregnant, you can pick another cow.
When she has her calf, you're going to know the day she has her calf. You're going to get pictures of the calf and that kind of thing. So I mean, it's kind of fun. It's a different thing to do, and there's been a few people that have jumped on top of it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and you get to pick the number of your cow, that kind of thing. I should put.
And you get a T-shirt.
And you get T-shirts and you get stickers and all kinds of stuff. I should go out and get a bunch of pictures of cows, and we could have like a like Match.com for cows, or what's that swiping one? What is Tinder? Tinder. You can swipe left or right, which cow you want. I don't know. That's an ugly ass cow. I don't want that cow. What's wrong with you?
Tinder for cow matching.
Is there a list of cows up for adoption? See, I need a list.
They're all up for adoption.
They're all up for adoption.
Except for the 2 that have already been adopted.
Yep, exactly.
Except for Bambi, probably. You can't have Bambi.
Yeah, if you can't adopt Bambi, because Kenzie would probably have a fit about that. But we do have pet cows, and I can lean you towards cows that work with us a little bit better too. So if somebody does adopt a cow on Patreon, we end up going back and forth in email a little bit and get you matched up with a cow that matches your personality and all that kind of thing, and then we kind of run from there. So it's fun stuff. I would think the people that do it love it. So yeah.
All right, let's do some mail call.
Let's do some mail call. Do you get to name your cow? You get to name your cow?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
We don't really name them.
No, we don't.
I saw 39 the other day. Mike always leaves the gate open. Every day, you leave the gate open.
It's the medication.
Lincoln freaked out today when we came home from preschool that you left the gate open. I was like, oh, I'll tell Dad. No, I had to go chase cows back in. A couple days ago, 39 was standing there. And 39 is a Bronco face, so she's got some white on her face. So a very distinct mark. Like you can see, I know who 39 is a mile away. She's not number 39, though. I don't know what
She's
number
59 now.
59.
Whoever was doing ear tags messed up. Put the wrong
up.
ear tag on it.
She'll always be 39. Oh, all right. Get on with your mail call self here.
All right. So
we have a bid. We had to get a bid.
We have a lot going on this week. Now, I this week, well, last live stream, I actually made a comment about putting license plates on the wall behind the project board.
Yep.
Behind the project list. So we've been getting license plates like crazy. So we're just going to roll through these really quick. We got a New Mexico license plate and an Arizona license plate from Gene, who has dual citizenship apparently.
Maybe he moved.
Maybe he moved.
Thanks, Gene.
Thanks, Gene. We got another license plate from Iowa.
And you guys have been signing them, which is awesome.
Yeah, if you put your name on it, then we have it up there forever. So Iowa license plate.
There's like a
I got a stack of. I'm going to get through the plates first, if that works for you. All right, here's more. Here's one from Aruba.
Aruba?
St. Martin.
I didn't even go through these. I didn't know they
And
were.
a bunch of old ones from Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1958, 55,
Oh, that's super cool.
58. That's the matching
That's a duplicate.
That's a duplicate plate. 71. So, there's more. Another St. Martin.
So fancy.
Bunch from Mike Dale.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's going to start.
Actually, that might be it for plates. But I do have a couple letters that I'd like to read.
The wall's going to start filling up nicely.
Oh, we got one from a school. Did you see this?
That's that one. Yeah.
From Alec. who wrote a letter to us for his digital media tech class. Did you have a digital media tech class? I had typing class. I'm like old typewriters. So you had to, well, they were electric at least. They weren't like, you know.
I got to use a computer.
Did you really? We had typewriters.
You're old.
I was from a little tiny town in Montana though. So I own 5 cows and I'm getting ready to expand my herd. I also work with my dad's custom haying crew. Right now it's just him and I watch you guys and like to see how things compared. So yeah.
And he gets extra credit if we mail him a letter
Oh
back.
yeah, he does. Thank you for your time. And if you reply back to me, I get extra credit.
We'll send you a letter out.
Yeah, we will. Or we can
Don't
reply to
lose
his
that.
email too. What?
Don't lose that.
I'm not going to lose it.
I'm just gonna lose it.
Okay. No, I'm not. Town of Cicero Police Department.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
So warrant. From the commander there. Oh, and I don't know where it's at. Oh, here it is. Kenzie this year, I hope she's not watching up at Grammy's house.
I doubt it.
But we are collecting police patches for Mackenzie for Christmas this year.
We're not really. Some people have just.
Well, we
been
are
sending
because people are
us.
sending them to us and we're collecting them.
Looks
So.
not like we're asking.
No, but we're getting them. Yeah, from the commander, Polk, Cicero Police Department, please take this patch from my department. Happy to hear of Mackenzie's interest in police work. So there we go.
Thank you.
It's not a warrant. Maybe I'll do one more, and then we'll take a little break.
There's so much.
It's a thick one. You want to do one?
Did you read?
Oh, this one's funny. This one is from Colin, who's 14 years old. He sent us a picture that he drew. I don't know if you can see that.
It's in pencil.
It's in pencil, but we're supposed to sign this
And send it back.
and send it back.
So we will do that.
Everybody's sending us homework.
I already did my spelling tonight.
You what?
I already did my spelling
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah. My name is Colin. I'm 14 years old. I love your videos. I always watch them when my work is done. When I grow up, I want a ranch in Alaska. Wow.
Cold. So cold.
Maybe not. I want to also have a ranch in Wyoming or Nebraska. I'm just kind of paraphrasing here. So, works on it. Let's see. My first job is working in an apple orchard, and my second job is at a dairy farm where we have 940 cows, and we're milking around the clock.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Right now we are finishing spreading cow crap. Okay.
You'll have that.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, lots of questions that I need to answer apparently when I write them back.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
moving on.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you very much. Okay, break time.
Here, put it back in the. There's too much clutter here.
Aaron,
Stuff will get lost.
clean it up as you go here. We keep track of it.
You say that.
Smarter than the envelope.
Just say that, and then we'll be like, "Whose was this?" That's why I had to get the bin. It was like accumulating all over the house, and it wouldn't fit in your silly saddlebags.
The saddlebags are cool. I still haven't figured out a way to launch them myself though. Still working on that one. All right. Moving right along. Are you required to give your cows certain vaccines? No, we're not.
Are
We're
we
not
supposed
required.
to bangs vaccinate?
You're not even required to bangs vaccinate here. It's just it's one of those things that people do just to be safe. But no, Wyoming does not regulate any type of vaccines. If you want to make better money, you vaccinate your cows.
Yeah, 'cause
the healthier your cows are, the healthier your calves are going to be.
Because we'll vaccinate at Pride Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we vaccinate with?
We vaccinate with Pyramid 5, I think, at break checking.
I do the pour on,
And Erin does poron.
and I write down ear tags, and I take ear tags off.
Right. It's all work. It's like a teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
we work
Kyle hang
together.
out all day.
Yep.
He gets one warm arm, high freeze.
He was miserable last year,
Oh, it
wasn't
was
he?
horrible.
The wind was horrible last year. So, Lonesome Dove or the Cowboys? I haven't watched either one. I can't say that I watch a whole lot of TV anymore, really, except for when you're laying in bed. Connie asked, how do we pick a bull, and how do you pick which cows to put which bulls with?
Well, they all go together in our place because we're not registered, so we don't have to separate and track who's breeding who.
Right, and we usually pick bulls based on they have a thing called EPD with bulls, and we use a lot of the birth weight information. The mothering information on the EPDs also comes in handy. That tells you, how good of milkers they produce, that kind of thing. So what we're looking for is something with a low birth weight, and everything else needs to just be high EPDs. So
That's your area, not mine.
yeah, it's not really mine either, but
I look through the catalog sometimes. It's about the extent of my bull picking knowledge.
yeah.
What age is a bull ready for cattle? 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we lose connection or something here?
No, you just didn't scroll down.
I need to scroll down. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you have coming up? Anything big? We got farmers market this weekend
Yeah, we
again,
have farmers market. It's December farmers market.
and that's the last farmers market we're going to do for a little while because we're taking a month
We're
off
taking
or so.
January off. We might take February off. Yeah, Kenzie's birthday is right around the January one, and I just want a break. And yeah, February's up in the air, so yeah, we're gonna go to market on Saturday. Santa's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, Santa's going to be. So the kids are coming to market, obviously.
Yeah, it was super convenient as far as Santa goes because I didn't have to go find Santa somewhere else. They've been asking. I'm like, he's gonna be at market. So yeah, so we'll go to market and Santa will be there, and hopefully we have a good turnout. I have some new vendors coming, which is nice. It should be a good market.
Right.
So yeah, pick vegetables today. We got lettuce, spinach, kale, and radishes, and onions and potatoes still. And if there wasn't 3 inches of snow in the outside garden, I'd probably have carrots too, but it's too snowy.
Too snowy to find them.
Well, I know where they're at, but I just don't want to go trudge through the snow. It was cold already today.
Thank you, Fabian. $2 super
Thanks.
chat there from Arizona. Phoenix, nice and warm down there, I'm guessing. Your sister used to live in Phoenix.
Yeah,
Not
she lives
anymore.
in Austin.
Now she lives in Austin. I saw somebody asked, I think Ron asked, how much does a bull cost? It really depends on the bulls. Ours are registered bulls. Average probably about what, 3,000 to 5,000 a piece, somewhere in there.
At least a couple grand.
Yeah.
At least.
I think the cheapest one we've bought lately has been about 3.
They're expensive.
They are pricey.
Mm-hmm.
But they do a lot of work for a lot of years, so.
William Dunn, I have a question for Erin. Are you planning on trying anything new to grow in the garden for next year? I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. Seed catalogs are starting to show up. I don't know. My big plan for next year is the space between the high tunnels. There's 30 feet there. I'm going to till it. We're going to cover crop it with some stuff to cut down on weeds. So I don't know what exactly I'll put in there. And then till in the cover crop, get the soil going, and I'm going to put in some perennial vegetables. So probably plant some garlic in the fall, and then like the following spring plant like rhubarb, asparagus. I've got a horseradish that I can move. So that's kind of my plan. Work on that area.
Awesome.
That's my project.
Thank you, Noah, for the $1 super
Thanks.
chat. It's funny, as you're talking, I'm looking out of the corner of my eye, and I see questions go by that I gotta remember to go back to, and then I never do.
Oh yeah, this is our last live stream before Christmas.
It is. We're gonna do the 27th, I think, is the next live stream.
Christmas is a Tuesday, so we'll probably miss a Tuesday video.
Oh yeah, probably miss a Tuesday video. So that's okay though. There was a question back here that I saw, but I don't remember what it was, so I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay, well, moving right along. Sit here and stare at the screen for 20 minutes. When's the next cooking video? Do you have anything planned for any Christmas goodies?
Well, it
Do
depends
we want to
on
have a
what
surprise
check
video?
now.
Well, we can put out a cooking video anytime. We can knock one of those out pretty fast. If you want to make
I
something.
did think about making fry pan cookies because last year I got asked a lot about the
fry pan cookies. Yeah, that was a big thing last year that everybody wanted to know how to make fry pan cookies.
That was
Could you explain what they are, because people probably don't know?
Yeah, so they're You don't bake them. They're done in a frying pan, and it's dates and sugar and eggs and Rice Krispies, and you roll them in coconut. So yeah, you cook them on the stove, and then once it cools down a little, you roll them into balls, and then roll them into coconut.
Right.
I dislike them. Oh, and there's walnuts. I don't like dates.
You don't like making them, or you just don't like?
No, I don't really like making them either. You have to cook eggs on the stove and not make scrambled eggs. So this is why I was hesitant to make them last year, because I've made scrambled eggs with dates in them. Not good. So
honestly, when you explain it, it does not sound good at all.
No, it's not. But you love them.
They're really good.
Yeah. And like I always include them in my like Christmas goodies that we give to the neighbors, and they all like everybody really likes them. I don't like dates. I don't like walnuts. I love coconut, but that's like the only good thing I find in it. Yeah. So not my favorite, but you love them.
I love them. We have neighbors that love them.
Yeah, and they freeze really well too. So like I usually make like one batch at Christmas, and then you have them for a while.
Yeah.
So
they're good. All right. Your favorite steak sauce? Whoa, that's like sacrilege
salt
right there.
And pepper.
Yeah.
Favorite steak sauce.
Oh, happy birthday, Cody. The tooth is actually feeling a lot better. Do you plant carrots, Erin?
Yeah, sure do. I'm still doing a cookbook. It'll be spring.
Yeah.
So maybe since I skipped farmer's market in January, I'll work on the cookbook.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Do you like Rocky Mountain oysters?
I've never eaten one.
You've never had one?
No. Why?
I've had them before, and you've never been like, let me try one.
I'm not very adventurous.
No, you're not. They taste. You know, the only time I ever had them, they have them sliced so darn thin, and they're breaded, so it just tastes like breading to me. So. $5 super chat from Chris Hammond. Can you make a living ranching cows on 80 acres? That depends on where you're at. That makes the big difference. How much land, or how many cows can your land support? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
There are places where you can have 80 cows on 80 acres. There's places where you can't. Like here, we would have like 4. So
4, and you just still buy hay.
Yeah. So, here you could. That's for sure.
How many cows per bull? 25 to 35?
Yeah, it kind of depends who you talk to, but...
the younger the bull, the more they can service.
Right.
As they age, they service less.
Right. Usually, the number, 25 to 35. Some people say as high as 50. Gilbert usually kept it right about that 25 to 35 mark. I think he liked to keep it, at
closer to 25.
Yeah.
In all reality.
Randall asks, do you always let Mike wear his hat in the house? This comes up every single live stream. No, I don't wear my hat in the house. I also don't wear my boots in the house. But I
do wear my shoes in the house.
You do wear your shoes.
Because I don't wear socks, and I just don't like. I just wear like tennis shoes, and I don't wear socks.
I don't know how you don't wear socks. That's the weirdest thing ever.
I do have socks on now.
You have socks on now, but you can't. Yeah, that just drives me crazy. I don't know how you cannot wear socks. It freaks me out.
I don't like it.
But long story short, is the first live stream we ever did, I did it without my hat on, and everybody said, "Who the hell's that guy sitting next to Erin?" So
well, and the first conference that you went to kind of learn how to be better at YouTube, they said lose the sunglasses, keep the hat, and so it's his signature look. So
yeah, without the hat,
I mean, like if you put a ball cap on, like
I can put a ball cap on.
You look strange.
This ball cap's going to go up to somebody, and it's going to have my head sweating.
Well, now that's yours. You wore it the other day, didn't you? Or is that a different one?
I don't know. There's boxes of them.
So now, doesn't he look different?
I don't know. Let me look at the camera. I can't tell. Or I can put on the trucker hat. There we go.
You kind of look like Gilbert.
Do I really?
Gilbert used to wear trucker hats.
Yeah, he did.
Just rub some chewing tobacco up there, and then you really look like Gilbert.
Speaking of which, we have a little picture that the girls took earlier with the hats on. They were being my models. Can you model the hats? Now, if you notice, Mackenzie has a bunch of crap on her face because she was eating chocolate, apparently. I'm guessing.
And Grace's glasses are falling off her face.
They always are. They're always falling off her face. She comes out of school, And we wait for them, you know, at this side door where they come out. And she's always got her glasses right on down on the tip of her nose, and she's looking over. She looks like an 80-year-old kindergartner. She comes out, she's looking over her glasses at everybody, just judging the whole time. It's pretty funny.
That's Grace.
That is Grace.
I noticed, like, we're widening Kenzie's jaw right now. She has an appliance in the roof of her mouth, and every Tuesday and Friday we put this little piece of metal in, and we turn this wheel, and it's widening her jaw. I think I can see more space between her teeth up there.
Really?
Don't you think that?
I don't know. I can't really
The
tell.
other day I was like, oh, that looks like there's more room, which is good because she did not have enough room for all of her permanent teeth. So
it's
we
working.
go to the dentist on Monday. So
Going to the dentist a lot lately.
between
Sick
you and
tired
the
of
kids,
dentists, man.
and
Anyway.
the bill from the dentist is.
Yeah, that's the ridiculous part. I actually am drinking whiskey. Erin's drinking hot cocoa.
I finished it.
Oh, you
I'm just
finished it.
drinking water.
I'm drinking whiskey from an Our Wyoming Life whiskey glass, though, which actually makes it taste better. I'm gonna go out on the record there and say it tastes better.
Dennis is here and Kelsey. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Ron wants to know if we thought about homeschooling your kids.
So there's this friend of ours who's a big YouTuber, relatively big, and they have a family vlog and they homeschool their kids. And we were talking to him.
Some of them are going to public school now.
Or are they really?
Yeah.
So Erin, I was with him at the time and talking to Erin, and I put you on speakerphone with him. And he said something. He asked Erin the same question. When are you going to start homeschooling your kids? And Erin says, I like my kids, but I don't like my kids that much. The look on his face, first of all, he didn't realize it was a joke. And the look on his face was like, I cannot believe you just said that. Like, it's just horrible.
No, I'm not patient. Like, I could not teach them. Maybe Grace, because she's more patient, but she's also just in kindergarten. Kenzie and I would just like fight all day long. I think parents at homeschool, I think that's amazing. I just am not that mom, and I recognize that about myself. Like, I just don't think that I could do it. I think it would be very hard on me. I would not be a good mom. I would be super frustrated, and I have to work. Like, what I need to accomplish, like a large part of our market season happens during the school year. Like, not that I just want to like ship the kids off to school, but at the same time, like, I don't just sit in the house all day long every day. And like, and I know homeschooling doesn't take nearly as much time as public school does, but there's days I don't have 2 or 3 hours to spend.
No, but that's where,
kids.
like he explained, like you take the kids to work with you and they learn as you work. Like, he edits video, so he's teaching his kids that are homeschooled how to edit video as part of, like, you know, because you have to do timing and you have to, you know, add and subtract time and you don't do all that kind of stuff.
I don't have the patience for that. Like, that's just who I am. Like, when I want to go work, I just want to go work and get my work done. And I mean, it's even part of the reason, like, I don't have an employee, because I don't know if I could explain stuff to my employee over and over and over again and not want to strangle. I'm gonna have to at some point accomplish, tackle that battle. But I'm not super patient. You're much more patient than I am.
Yeah, but you call me a pushover too.
Yeah.
So Erin's idea of patience is being a pushover.
I don't have patience.
If you're not a hard ass, you're a pushover. That's all there is to it.
Denny's Country Life, thank you for the $5, and cheers to you too with my water bottle.
Clinky, clinky. If you guys had to buy a new tractor, would you get anything other than a John Deere? I doubt it. You know, I mean, it's not that I have a favorite tractor, because I don't. But I do have tractors that I'm used to, and I know what I run. I know how they work. I know, how to change the oil. I know a lot of things about them. I don't know,
I think Gilbert would like roll over in his grave if we got something besides a John Deere, though. He loved John Deere.
He did.
So, obviously, like, things change, but I just think it would be, I don't know. I know there's so many opinions about tractors.
Oh my gosh, tractors and cars, and I'm actually pretty happy if I turn the key and something starts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty darn happy with it. I did have a friend of mine that had a Kubota tractor that I borrowed for a little while. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Everything kind of just seemed plastic, and like I thought I was going to break the door handle off.
Yeah, and it wasn't our tractor,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's like $1,000
I
to
know.
break the door handle.
I almost broke the door handle off because I squeezed it too tight or something, and damn near broke it off. And plastic, you know.
Yeah.
But you are paying for paint with John Deere. That's true. That
Yeah.
paint does last a long time. I mean, how many people have said that I'm spoiled because we have brand new John Deere tractors? And it's like, we do not have a tractor that's less than 15 years old, almost 20 years old.
Yeah, the 6420 is.
Gilbert bought that 2 years before we got here.
Yeah.
So
it's 12 years old?
It's 12 years old.
And
so,
the farm tractor is.
Oh, I have no idea. That's an 80s something.
30 years old?
Yeah, it's ridiculously old.
Yeah. And even the 6410 is.
It's old. Yeah, it's 90s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the paint looks good, though. The paint stays. So.
Would we ever get goats? Probably not. To our defensemen, we're too close to the highway. I would love goats, and I just don't, I don't have time to milk goats. I guess we could butcher goats. I mean, we couldn't, but I mean, somebody could butcher goats. I just don't foresee, maybe like a goat, but they'd get lonely. So then you have to have 2 goats, and then that's like a slippery slope of owning goats.
You have 2 goats, and then next thing you know, you have 3 goats. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love goats. I think they're super fun and super cute. I just would have to have a prep. They'd have to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
I don't have time to milk. Yeah.
Somebody asked how many cows did Gilbert run. That's a good question.
Well, some years he ran 45.
Yeah, I mean, Gilbert was always, first of all, when Gilbert was alive, we had more than one ranch. We had the ranch here, we had the ranch up north. So there was always cows at both places. Sometimes Gilbert did feeder calves. Sometimes he ran steers. Keeping up with what he was doing was sometimes, Gilbert was changing his game plan quite a bit there for a little bit. So he actually only got into the cow-calf thing,
the
last 10 years?
10, 15 years that he was ranching. Yeah.
So, yeah, he tried a bunch of different stuff.
My sons Colby and Caleb want to know if you have an elf on your shelf. That's from Joseph. Yes, we do have an elf on the shelf. His name is Justin because he's just an elf.
Oh, he's over there.
Yeah, can't see him. He's hiding in the countdown calendar.
Yeah. Yep, he's here.
He's here.
You should try fainting goats.
Yeah, but what would I do with them? I mean, they're cute.
You go out and scare the crap out of them and knock them over every day. That can't be good for them to have.
This is what they do.
I don't know. You think eventually, they just wouldn't get back up.
They're super cute. I would love fainting goats. They're tiny and they fall over because they're stupid and they're super cute. But what would we do with them? They'd get out and they'd get on the highway and the sheriff's department would call us and say, "Erin, your goats are on the highway again."
Yeah, there's a neighbor about 6 miles down the road that has
his goats are always on the highway.
Always on the highway.
I've called several times. You have called several times.
And they're always just eating in the ditch.
No, not always.
Well, I've never seen them on the other side of the highway.
Remember when they had rabbits?
Oh, that was a mess. They tried rabbits, like free-range rabbits, which were very free-range
on the highway.
There was about this is horrible, but there was about 100-yard stretch of highway in front of their house that looked carpeted. It was horrible, horrible. That was the last year they did rabbits.
Yeah. Yeah, no fainting goats in predator country. Yeah, and we do.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
We calve in April.
Yeah.
The heifers will calve earlier, though, right?
They'll calve in.
No, wait. Did we put them in early?
A little bit early. They were a couple weeks early. They weren't really early this year, but they'll be a little bit earlier. So we'll see.
Free-range rabbits.
It was horrible, just bad. And they might have started out as caged rabbits, but somewhere along the line they became free-range rabbits, and then they became highway rabbits.
Hey, let's do some more mail call.
Let's do some more mail call. Should I play the intro thing again?
No.
I'm gonna do it just because I'm a rebel. No, I'm not, because it's not going to work.
Is
Watch
it not
this.
working?
There we go. And play. Like a drunk monkey. Okay, more stuff. Actually, we don't have that much left. We've got a package from Minnesota. A Christmas card, our first Christmas card.
There's another one over there.
Oh, is there? Oh.
Okay. This is from Gary.
Yeah, another police.
I think Gary's
patch.
here. I think I saw Gary's name.
Did you? And some honey. Windy Hills Ranch honey.
Thank you.
You know, he's from Minnesota, and I'm gonna. Do you know how to pronounce the town name? Because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Zumbrota.
Zumbrota. That's about what I figured.
Thank you for the honey.
Yes. Oh, and another patch.
And these are these police patches?
Yeah. And Utah Highway Patrol.
I don't know how I got a Minnesota and a Utah patch.
Maybe he won a bet with a Utah Highway Patrolman.
It's not like they're next to each other.
I'm sure there's a story behind it.
Thank you, Gary.
Look, I'm putting it back in the box so we don't lose it.
Well, now that I don't have to write a letter back to or anything.
No,
If we were good people, we'd send thank you cards, but that ain't gonna happen.
We're good people. Then, from
Jerry
in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
It's the Michigan Great Lakes.
It is. Oh, okay. It's a Great Lakes.
I had to explain this to you in the car.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
Took me a second.
Oh, that's the bag. It's the Great Lakes.
And then he did a cutout of Bubbles.
Yeah.
The bull that we ended up having to sell this year.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. Very appreciate it very much. And then we got another one from Wayne. Erin, I see you have a kitchen mixer. Is that what it's called?
KitchenAid mixer.
KitchenAid mixer.
Chef-aid.
This thing. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about. The attachment that should work good in wiping down the sides of the bowl. I've never used one of those, so
I'll use this tomorrow.
Should work good for making carrot cake. Are you making carrot cake tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm making carrot cake tomorrow.
Sweet.
So I will use this. So it's supposed to scrape the bowl better.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then also Wayne sent us a light, which I haven't messed with yet, but it comes in a bunch of pieces.
It's a solar light,
It's a
right?
solar light. Yeah, but it's like crap, I'm dropping pieces. It's like a solar pendant light, right? So it hangs
It's broken.
like so.
Where are you going to put it?
I have no idea. Somewhere where there's
Sunshine.
But I don't know yet. All right.
Thanks, Wayne.
See, mail call was not evenly split into two, by the way. We tried. Like drunk monkeys. Scott, drinks on me tonight. Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody call Scott. He's buying. My drink's almost empty. Where's that waitress at?
Not here.
Yeah, I should have thought of the whiskey thing with the tooth long time ago.
Yeah, and the pain meds would have been great.
Make Our Wyoming Life cowboy hats. Honestly, I
can't. I mean,
the only chance we have of making cowboy hats is if we get together with Stetson and do like an Our Wyoming Life style or something like that, which is possible that we might end up doing at some point. But
you always raise free-range prairie dogs. Yeah, we already got those. Why can't they migrate towards the highway?
I wish. Kids upset you used their pool to water the bulls. Actually, that wasn't their pool.
You used their pool?
I didn't use their pool. I bought a water tank because
Oh.
they destroyed theirs, so I ended up having to
Yeah.
spend $300 and some odd bucks on this stupid water tank.
Well, the ranch did.
And yeah, well, either way. And it was funny because neighbor Gary, came up to actually help me put it in, and Lincoln was over there with us helping too. And Gary said, "Wouldn't this make a good swimming pool?" And Lincoln was like, "Yeah, it's a great swimming pool. I don't know why we buy swimming pool. We just go buy a stock tank."
Because they're too deep, and our children are little.
They can stand up in it.
Well, finally now, Lincoln's big enough now. We've had to stick to, well, I get the plastic, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we have 18 inches of water. That's all they're allowed at this point.
All right, moving right along. We can't read at the same time.
Yeah, Mike's drinking 7 and 7.
Yeah, but I'm not on any medication anymore, so.
You're still on antibiotics. Are you supposed to drink when you're on antibiotics? Because I don't think you're supposed to. And he said,
Would you quit looking at your watch?
oh, it just vibrated. I'm sorry. Anyhow, you said it's fine to drink on antibiotics. I don't think
It's
you're
fine to have
supposed
a drink. I'm not, it's not like I'm just gonna get hammered. I can imagine that would be a problem. So
yeah, see? No, you're not supposed to.
all right, we got these hats to give away tonight before I don't know, die from
Matt,
something
tell
or
us
other.
who won.
2 hats to give away. Matt's going to draw some names for us out of everybody who has commented tonight. And basically how this works is because I don't get your information. If we do draw your name, then you have to contact me. So if somebody can throw out our email address, it's ourwylifelife@gmail.com. If we read off your name, you have to contact me, and then I get your information, and we're able to.
Quit looking at your phone.
Well, I need the information from Matt, but I've got a text, but it's not Matt. So he's still drawing. Everybody needs a hat. Hats are good.
If you don't want a hat, you can go to our website and check out the hats on our website, along with some other great merchandise. Shameless
Plug
there.
Jaden said, have you ever thought about feeding your calves like a feedlot? Yeah, I mean, do we really want to sacrifice the space to just get hammered like a feedlot? Probably not. But it might be something that comes farther down the line. Who knows? So
I mean, still, it's we can't even raise enough hay if there's not enough rain, and so we can't make corn silage because we can't raise corn.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad place to have a feedlot just because you do have to truck in everything. Yeah, so it makes it a little bit rough. We finish our own, so.
Yeah, we feed grain to the beef that we keep back for farmers market.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to read off the winners?
No. I can't read that one.
Okay.
I'll let you do it.
The first winner tonight of one of our hats is Afaz Khan. And the other winner is Truck Driver. So if you get a hold of us, just shoot us an email and we'll get your info and get your hat sent off.
Matt, will you type those into the chat too so people can see who the winners are? So congratulations to our winners.
Oh yeah, I think Matt might have missed. It's Afaz Khan.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So
right,
congratulations, guys. We'll get your hats, not our hats anymore, your hats off to you here within the next couple of days as soon as I get your information. So other than that, you got anything else coming up that you want to talk about?
No. Just going to go to farmer's market this week. Probably going to put some chuck roast on sale because we got a lot of chuck roast left. It's time to start thinking about emptying out freezers.
Right.
Probably butcher in March. End of March. Need to start graining steers.
Start graining steers here. We'll start going through that, how we grain finish our steers. We also have a year-end episode coming up at the end of the year.
It's like coming up.
It is coming up pretty darn quick.
December went fast.
So we will have our end of the year episode. I'm also going to try to get our next installment of the history series that we're doing will be next weekend.
Not this weekend?
No.
Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Do you have a plan for Sunday?
Kinda.
We're just winging it here.
Yeah, we always do. The story of our lives. All right, guys. So it's just coming up on 8 o'clock. I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with us for a full hour. It's been a lot of fun. Mail call, insane. And of course, this time of year, a lot of times not everything that gets sent to us, we end up putting into mail call, but this time of year we really wanted to make sure we got it all in. So that we appreciate everything that everybody's
Quit looking at your phone.
Sent. Evil.
You yell at me. Thank you, Tyler, for the $10. You have a Merry Christmas also, Tyler.
Matt put in the wrong email address. It's ourwylifelife@gmail.com. Good job, Matt. Tyler, thank you very much. And we will be back on the 27th. So for our next live stream, we'll be on the 27th of December. But we will be back on Sunday with a brand new ranch video. Tuesday we'll have a video, right?
On Thursday we'll have a
And
video.
Thursday we'll have a video. So it's off. I'm trying to, because Christmas isn't next week, it's the week after.
Yeah,
Okay.
we still have one more week. I'm not ready for Christmas yet. So yes, we have a whole week still.
Oh, it's rough. It's a hard knock life.
Where's my Christmas present?
You haven't told me what you want yet.
I want a new comforter.
Well, you can order that. I don't know what kind. I don't know what kind of comforter
What do you want for Christmas?
I want a comforter with a skull and crossbones on it. See?
You don't want that.
I want it just to annoy you.
You're just as bad as I am. You complain that I don't give you any ideas. I have nothing bought for you either. The kids have bought you nothing either.
Socks.
I bought you socks.
See? So you got me something. Look at you. You're all done with Christmas. We'll see you guys later. Have a great week.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Ranch Talk Live. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Special thanks to our moderators and the members of the Barn Owls, our special advisory group that helps us behind the scenes. If you'd like more from the ranch, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on our weekly podcast, Beyond the Ranch, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Don't forget to check out All Things Agriculture, a special Facebook group where you can ask questions and learn about agriculture all over the world. Until we see you again on Sunday, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.